to you. How did I get to here? Jesus, hold me near. I'm so tired of my self-seeking salvation. Turns out I'm so much smaller than I thought. I was sick of playing Savior. Then I realized you never asked me to. Maybe I'm not that strong. Maybe you are what I needed all along. I'm waiting in the dark. I've put myself aside. I'm ready to be changed. Lord, take away my pride. Still living with the pain. Still trying to get through. How can I be so blind? This is also hurting you. How did I get to here? Jesus, hold me near. I'm so tired of my self-seeking salvation. Turns out I'm so much smaller than I thought. I was sick of playing Savior. Then I realized you never asked me to. You never asked me to. I'm so tired of my self-seeking salvation. Turns out I'm so much smaller than I thought. I was sick of playing Savior. Then I realized you never asked me to. Maybe I'm not that strong. Maybe I'm not that strong. Jesus, I'm not that strong. And you are what I needed all along. Thank you. Thank you very much. Is there any way to get a little more light on the people? Is that a possibility? Just feel very, oh, good, I'm not alone. It's like you're alone in a crowded room, you can't see anyone. Thank you. So, since we're being honest, and we're on the honest track, I thought I would tell you a little bit of my story. A year after I wrote this song, as Rich was alluding to, I went as a student missionary to Cambodia because I figured, I think the best way to get rid of an eating disorder is to move farther away from everything I know, which was wrong. It was a bad idea. Because in the end, whatever you're struggling with just gets bigger when you're all alone in a foreign country. So that did. And so I was over in Cambodia, and it was a hard year. It wasn't going very well. So I went on a holiday to Australia, and I'd been already, 8 months or something in Cambodia, living in a developing country with just poverty and corruption and all these horrible things. And I remember landing in Australia with all these blonde-haired, blue-eyed people, driving Escalades and wearing Prada sunglasses, and I'm like, huh? Like, how do these two worlds exist at the same time? I don't even get it. I'm coming from this horrible place, and you all are acting like that horrible place doesn't exist. And it just kind of struck a chord with me where I realized I've been doing that my whole life. And really, we all do it on some level, because life is comfortable here, and we like that, and we do what we can, but it's really easy to forget that not everyone is as blessed as we are. If you're sitting here with food in your stomach, then you're horribly blessed, and people would kill to be in your position right now. So I was sitting on a train in Australia, and I was feeling horrible. The eating disorder was getting worse. I was feeling lonely. I was alone in Australia, and I look beside me, and I'm just thinking, I want somebody to care, I want to talk to somebody. And there's this very large man sitting with a very large turkey leg and a gallon of milk. And he's gnawing, going to town on this turkey leg and this gallon of milk, and it's in his beard. And I'm just sitting there thinking, I wonder what his story is. I want somebody to care about me. I wonder what his story is. And just being reminded that there's so many people, and maybe, he's looking at me thinking, oh, she's got it all together, she's this little young thing and whatever, and I'm looking at him I wonder what his story is. But we don't know, and I think it's our job to care and to reach out to other people, even if they look different than ourselves. So this song does not necessarily have a name, though I'll take suggestions. Emily Carlson likes to call this the gun song, which you'll understand in a little bit. So if anyone has any suggestions, you can help me name this song. Sitting on the morning train, no one can see her, looking past the darkness in her eyes. 2 seats down, a businessman, he reads and scans and moves his hands, searching for a way to make a buck. Stepping on with snow-white hair, a wrinkled face that longs to share the stories that have walks and cries as she's denied the water to survive another day. Working for a meager pay, he sweats and bleeds and falls on his knees, living in a life no one deserves. Breathing fear and disbelief, running far to seek relief, witnessing too much at 8 years old. Living in a world that needs a home. If it's not my problem, then it's nobody's problem. We've all got our problems of our own. And the world is just too big, and the need is just too great. And really all we want is to go home. He holds a pistol to his head, hoping that he'll soon be dead, wanting to escape this hell on earth. Losing hope in all that's left, a hurting world of pain and death, wondering if there's any God at all. 'Cause if there was, wouldn't it catch us when we fall? If it's not my problem, then it's nobody's problem. We've all got our problems of our own. And the world is just too big, and the need is just too great. And really all we want is to go home. But none of us will get there on our own. If it's not my problem, then it's nobody's problem. We've all got our problems of our own. And the world is just too big, and the need is just too great. And really all we want is to go home. But none of us will get there on our own. Thank you. All right, my last song I'm excited about. For what it's worth, this is a world premiere. Right, okay, yeah, there you go, thanks. I wrote this song on Wednesday, and I was like, what the heck, why don't I just do it there? So you're a privileged group. I was just thinking, I have these songs from my past, from 5 years ago, 2 years ago, and where am I at now? And I don't think I'm different than a lot of you that somehow we keep thinking that we'll reach this point of perfection where we're good enough and we'll feel content and we'll love ourselves and whatever. I don't know. Like, I think perfection is this myth that that we like to think like if we get there, then we'll be good enough so that we don't have to accept ourselves now. You know, like, it's a lot harder to just accept yourself than to keep like striving for something else. And so I just think we have a tendency to just tear ourselves to shreds. And I'm tired of hiding or acting like I have it all together when I just don't. I don't. I'm selfish. I have zits on my face. I have cellulite on my legs. I'm anxious sometimes. I lose my temper. All of these things that we're like, oh no, don't tell someone because then you won't be perfect. Like, who cares? Who are we kidding anyway? Like, we know we're just human and we're just doing our best. And so this is kind of a song about that, about this myth of perfection and how we can live a more transparent and self-accepting life. Also looking for a title. Talk to me after. In a moment. Slow down. I know what you're chasing for. It's never been caught before. Boy, you're moving too fast. What you're running for just won't last beyond the year. But you try and you try and you nearly survive. You can't win though you try, as if this is being alive. But you can laugh, you can cry, you can let go of what's inside. It's okay, you are safe, you can exhale, you can exhale. Did no one ever tell you You can cry, you can let go of what's inside. It's okay, you are safe. You can exhale, you can laugh, you can cry, you can let go of what's inside. You can dream if you wish, you can release that tight fist. You can thrive, you can lose, you can find grace, you can choose. It's okay, you are safe. You can exhale, you can exhale. Thank you.
Wow, fantastic.